At Tiger Products, we also manufacture a wide assortment of laminated Q-tips. These Q-tips are essentially the backbone of Tiger Products, wouldn't you say, Corey?
Yes, they are, absolutely.
Tell us now, what does lamination mean?
Lamination is actually, it simply means gluing. It's a layering of materials, one on top of another. And each one of the Q-tips that we manufacture is a laminated or layered Q-tip.
Okay, and what is it exactly about the Tiger laminated tips that make it so special?
Quite a few things differentiate us from the competition. One of which is the hide selection for each and every one of these tips. Each and every one of these tips is made from a specific type of animal hide, specific type of leather that is tanned exactly to our specifications, and it is different. Each tip is individually different. A quick example is a sniper. Sniper is made of a boar hide, where an Everest tip is made of pig leather. They are distinctly different types of leather and tanned in a different manner, specifically for us.
Okay. Can you explain the vacuum process?
The vacuum process is one where when the Q-tip has been glued together, these layers have been glued together, and while the glue is drying, it is put into a vacuum to pull out any potential air pockets or air bubbles within the glue layers. The reason that's done is that the tip, when shaped, when it's given its convex shape, its crown, lamination lines tend to be exposed, and if you have an air pocket in that lamination, that can be cause for miscues, as chalk may or may not be present in that spot. The vacuum process, by taking out the air bubbles as it dries, gives you a solid and consistent glue line, so that eliminates that problem. And that is a Tiger innovation and an improvement over the original laminated Q-tip design.
What's also great about these Tiger laminated tips is that they're long-lasting and low maintenance, right, Corey?
Absolutely. Laminated Q-tips, the general concept behind laminated Q-tip is that because the best hide, or the best parts of the hide, are selected for these Q-tips and layered into that Q-tip, that it is consistent through and through. The same type of leather is used on the bottom layer all the way through the top layer. And that consistency inhibits these tips from getting harder and harder as they go throughout their lifespan. A Q-tip getting very hard throughout its lifespan usually can cause something called glazing, where your Q-tip no longer wants to hold chalk. And when your Q-tip no longer wants to hold chalk, you're required to maintain it in some manner with, say, sandpaper or some of these tip tools that are on the market. Every time you use one of these tip tools or sandpaper, you're actually sanding your tip down and shortening its lifespan. So because the hardness remains so consistent, our laminated tips are virtually either low maintenance or no maintenance, which means you're going to get a much longer lifespan out of them.
Now, speaking of hardness and consistency, you use a durometer to measure the hardness of the tips. And tell us a little bit about that.
We do. The durometer, it's a common name used in our industry to measure, in any industry, to measure hardness of a product. What we use is called a Type A durometer. This is it right here. This Type A durometer is essentially the European standard by which leather and rubber are checked for consistency of hardness.
The Tiger Sniper tip is a medium hard tip that won't mushroom or glaze on you. It's going to keep its shape.
It's available in 14 millimeters. It is 10 layers of boar hide and has a durometer rating of 96.
World champion Allison Fisher prefers this tip, as well as our very own Tiger team member, Oscar Dominguez. The Tiger Everest tip is a medium hardness, low maintenance tip. It also has several great features.
Yes, this tip is 10 layers of pig hide with a single layer colored red as a warning layer to let you know when your tip gets too low and it's time to change it out. This tip comes in 14 millimeters and has a durometer rating of 95.
It is also the preferred playing tip for top touring professional Sean Putnam. The Tiger Icebreaker phenolic leather jump break tip is the standard tip that comes on all the Icebreaker jump break cues. This is an extra firm tip.
Yes, and this features the Tiger hybrid phenolic leather technology for added power and accuracy. This tip comes in 14.25 millimeter and comes in at a very hard durometer rating of 99.
Wow. Well, I personally know that I love breaking with my Tiger Icebreaker jump break tip. The Tiger jump break tip is an extra firm, no maintenance tip.
This tip is a hybrid pig leather tip, which comes in 15 millimeters and has a durometer rating of 98.
This is the original laminated Tiger tip. It's still very popular. It's available in soft, medium, and hard.
And all three of these tips are made in 14 millimeters, with the soft being 10 layers of cowhide at a durometer rating of 94, the medium being pig leather at a durometer rating of 95, and the hard tip is also pig leather at a durometer rating of 97.
This is also the preferred tip for U.S. three-cushion billiard champion Mason Shooting. Our Tiger Dynamite tip is a hard tip with a low maintenance.
This tip, which comes in 14 millimeters, is our entry-level laminated tip, and it comes in at a durometer rating of 97.
It is also the preferred tip by Florida Pro Tour champion Neil Fujiwara. We'd like to introduce our newest tip on the market. This is the Tiger Emerald tip. It's low maintenance and it's a hard tip.
This tip comes in 14 millimeters, is 10 layers of pig hide, and has a durometer rating of 97.